Maybe it's just me, but has anyone else actually played Battlefront 2 yet? Because I sure haven't. I mean, technically, it only came out today, and yet it seems as though everyone's had the game for weeks, which is kind of strange, and a little frustrating, and a bit disappointing in a way. However, contrary to the seemingly popular opinion right now, not everything about this game has to be disappointing. Here's why Battlefront 2 may not be the game you thought it was, and why it absolutely doesn't have to be disappointing. Remember Battlefront 2, the original one? How great it was? And yet, it was not a perfect game. It had faults, it had ineptitudes, but no one cared. It didn't matter. The game was extremely fun and overall just had a good feel to it. We accepted its faults as perfect imperfections, the things that made the game what it was, what made it Battlefront 2. And all its shortcomings made it that much more lovable, that much more enjoyable and memorable. Its imperfections are what highlighted all the things that made the game so great. And yet, many of us look upon this new Battlefront 2 with unease and uncertainty, when really, we don't have to. It's not to say that we should accept the game and voice no opinion. After all, the massive number of complaints about the microtransactions has urged EA, or perhaps Disney, to shut them down for the time being, remove them until they are suitable for the game and its fans. But with that said, we must all be cautious in our objections to the game and our grievances surrounding its faults. Yes, if the game is focusing on pay-to-win style gameplay and pretty much every player doesn't want that, then by all means, voice that opinion. If the community doesn't want iconic Star Wars heroes locked behind ridiculous numbers of playtime, let it be heard. But do not forget all your favorite games of the past. They probably weren't perfect either, but you love them all the same. Don't let this game be any different. At the end of the day, the thing that will make this game what it is whether or not it's fun. That's why most of us play video games. We enjoy them, even despite their pitfalls. If paying real money for loot crates and better equipment, or perhaps large amounts of time investment simply to play with heroes that we believe should already be there, is going to have a large impact on your enjoyment of the game and how fun it is to play, then by all means, let's get it fixed. Let's improve the game. That's why the community's voice is so great. But if we're picking this game apart because it's not perfect, or complaining because it's not what our expectations demanded, then let us remember the original Battlefronts, which we could have torn apart with criticism, but instead chose to love. I believe that this game will be fun, and memorable, and worth its fans' time. I believe that this game will be one with longevity, and one to go down in the books as one of the greats of our time. But that will only happen if we, the player, the fan, the community, know it to be so, and believe in what this game can become.